I think we'll do map pick.
Okay, which map?
Ascent.
Ascent? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's already on set.
Yep.
Okay, and then team one, would you like offense or defense first? Or attack or defense?
Let me ask.
Mm-hmm.
We choose
I think
defense.
we'll do map pick.
Okay. So if team
Ascent.
one can move to defenders, I don't know if you guys are already on set.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
team one, would you like
And
offense
then, yeah, team one on defense and then team two attack. Who's not already on?
I don't have an invite.
Was that?
You're already invited. I'll make it open party. You could join.
Who are we missing on team two?
Simon is still on the way.
Simon? Okay. Okay, I think we have everyone, right?
I think so. Other
Okay.
people.
Yeah. If anyone doesn't have any questions, you guys can like go to the team 1 T2 VCs and then we'll start the game.
Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Alright, and with that, should I start right away?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, and with that, we will be starting game 1 of the Valorant tournament on Ascent here today. Here casting is DK, and honestly, looking forward to a great match here. Got a lot of new faces to see playing into the Valorant tournament this year. Ascent, obviously a very popular map pick amongst many players. And we do see KO and Killjoy being locked in on both sides already. And Jet obviously coming out, Astra, Killjoy. Seems like defenders came with the strategy. Really fast lock-ins, it seems like they just know what they want to play. Red team following behind with the Omen and Sova. And here we have another Sova, and then Raze and Reyna being hovered as the final agent. Really excited to see how these teams perform on these two team comps into Ascent. Killjoy obviously and Sova, great picks to both sides. Really strong Initiator and Sentinel picks going into the Ascent map. And we also have
Choose your agent.
differences within the Jet, KO, and the Astra, while there's Raze, Reyna, and Omen on the attacker side. And with that, we do load into round 1 here. Pistol round will be coming in, and yep, here we go. And really looking forward to what all these teams can do. Can take a look quickly at the levels of the players here, and we are loaded in. There's a huge FPS drop. I'm going to decrease the resolution just a little bit here, but we should be doing quite alright. The attacker side playing a split map here. 3 sides, 3 players on towards the A side. The one-way smoke does come out from Astra, and we do see a fight going on to mid, and Reyna will get the kill, overhealing. We do see another fight going on over here, but Sova will go down onto mid. They are going to try and aggress this mid site. Going in. Astra will see one. Mike's coming out. Gets one, but will be instantly traded out by the Omen.
Out of charges.
Let's see what the defenders will try and do in this
Spike
2v4
planted.
situation. Coming around, he's gonna see the Omen here. Not able to get the kill, but he will back up tree. There is one mid. He sees him, runs away,
Last player standing.
and the killjoy does go down. Jet all alone here. Gets the dink, gets one. Will not be able to get the other, and Omen does get a 3k. Going to his next map, 3 kills on the Omen, 2 on the Reyna. Strong performance by the attackers, patiently playing out the picks and getting an aggressive take through catwalk onto A site. Really excited to see what their buyout will be, and they do a lot for a very light buy. Only the Omen chooses to buy the Spectre. They are going to arrow and aggress the site.
Scanning ahead.
Sova going to go down to the race. The blind's coming after the Omen. Killjoy's stuck on site all by herself, and it's gonna be really hard for the defenders to most likely hold this one. They are in a save. They are going to run out to safety, but there will be a peek here, and the KO does go down. There will be a mid peek here. Spots out the Jet into market. Going to try and run out of it as much as possible. Astra quickly rotating in, but they are going to make a mid push here with the Reyna. The Jet going to sit here. Sova just spots him out. Raze will get the kill. Astra here on the classic
Spike
pistol, able to
down,
get
mid.
one. Will he be able to trade another?
Last player
The
standing.
Spectre is too much. Killjoy by herself will also go down, and really good capitalization by the attackers with the gun advantage, doing what they can. Really playing it safe, playing for the picks, and attackers take another map. Excuse me, another round, not another map. And we do have a comment here. Who is Blue Supremacy? Best username I've ever seen. I believe that is Tony. Yes, a very, very interesting name indeed, showing off how much he likes Blue. The one-way smoke coming out instantly, but will get traded out by the Reyna, instantly getting the entry.
Enemy suppressed.
The defender's not in too hot of a situation here. Jet in the smoke here. The Sovadron does come out. Will she peek out of this? The Sovadron will spot. Will not be able to spot out the Jet. Goes a little bit too far, and the dash comes out. The Jet going to get the kill here. Peeking from both Sovas here. both taking incredible damage, but no one's gonna go down yet. And
Last
the Killjoy
player
will go
standing.
down. Last player standing on the Sova. 1 kill. He's going to dink in hell.
Shot done.
He's able to drop the nade out. A lot of damage getting onto both sides, but will not be able to get one. And the attackers take yet a 3rd round. And we do have a lot of comments about where are the Ares and Neon. Neon being a new agent, obviously most people probably haven't played to unlock her yet, but very, very interesting agent. I would like to see her a lot more, a little bit going in towards the beginning. I feel like it will take a lot of people time to really adjust to her play style. And then the Ares obviously got buffed incredibly recently, but a lot of tiles going on towards the attacker side. They are trying to play this mid site. Jet just holding here patiently with the Spectre, trying to see if she can get one, get a potential pick here as they try and push the raise, and is able to get one. Will be instantly traded out, but does also get the dink. A lot of damage onto the Sova as well. Attacker's going to try and work into Catwalk. Defenders don't have a good hold onto the A side right now.
Concealment!
They also don't have guns, so gonna really see what's gonna happen here. Tries to get the share shot.
Spike planted.
Without a star, I cannot.
The KO is able to get it onto the Reyna, but the Omen is here into tree.
One enemy remaining.
Get another one. It's a 1v3 situation. Killjoy on the Ares, but a 4K going for Omen. And a 4-0. The attackers taking a huge lead. Really, they're really capitalizing on their own map pick here. They really decided Ascent for a reason. Showing really good performances here, especially from Andy Ryu here on the Omen, 9-1. It's be scary, but the defenders do finally have a buy round, so let's see if they could change it up here. They really got a good chance here. And Jet's going to play aggressively towards the mid site. And attackers are a little bit shifted onto the B side here. Sova and Astra is nearby. Drone is going to be dropped. Both the Sova drone and the Raze drone. Oh, and there's a lurk kill all the way back. But Jet is close onto tiles. Ooh, but the Killjoy utility will spot her out, which means that the hackers have to play aggressive onto here. Omen did get the teleport onto backside, so
Spike planted.
we have to see what the defenders can do in this retake situation. They do have guns, but it is a 3v5 situation. It is looking a little bit tough, and they're not able to get one, but they are able to get one kill. A 2v4 situation. Reyna and Jet will be here. Reyna will get the faster kill. Oh, and on the Ares, the Killjoy will take one, but once again, the attacker's taking another round, 5-0. And forcing probably the defenders once again onto a light by save round. It's gonna be incredibly difficult for the defenders to come back. They're really just gonna have to wait for the sides to switch maybe and see if they can get some kind of a momentum. But hopefully they go for a light by here, wait for another gun round, and see if they can take back the momentum. And the attackers once again split here. We may see a peek here, but it does seem like the KO will play safe considering that they are not on any guns
Obscuring
here.
vision. Taking that back.
Astra will spot out the entry. Reyna's going in. The blind will get the cut to the KO. Astra will try to trade run out, but is unable to. There were a couple of picks mid as well, but attackers do just get an entry on A site. And 2v4 situation. Sheriff to the Astra, the drone does come out. The Killjoy utility will come out to slow slow down the push as much as possible. Jet is on the knives. Maybe some momentum switch, trying to wall bait to see if anyone is under, right behind generator, but no one
Without
is there.
obscuring vision.
Peek out against the Killjoy utility. Jet's close, will get one kill right behind Jen, knows that there's some main. They get all the kills onto the people on site. Will they be able to get the people who are behind this smoke?
Last
They are
player
going
standing.
to, they're going to tap the bomb, but they're not going to go down. And Reyna once again going to get the kill, but we're going to see if they're
Last
able to
player
save themselves
standing.
here. They will not be able to. And
Need a drop.
we do see a 6th round going over
Thanks.
to the attackers. But now, defenders, they have the money. They probably are going to go for a gun round here. Really, they just have to play it safe, play off the picks a little bit better. But attackers doing a really good job playing off the picks, taking sites, playing the numbers advantage, throwing in their util to get complete control of the
Revealing
sites.
area.
It's looking pretty
Revealing
tough
area.
for the defenders still. We may see a peek mid. The blind does land. Omen and Reyna blind both coming out. And the Sova shock dart will land. So much damage coming out onto the Jet. She still is alive. And we do see a peek mid. But one will go down.
Recovering it.
We do hear an op coming out. And there is another kill
Last
mid. And
player
Reyna will try an
standing.
entry. And Astra's the last one alive. Attacker is just really dominant control of the map right now. But Astra will get one. Blue supremacy. Will they be able to get another? Reyna going aggressive on the bomb, not planting. Unsure what exactly the plan is here from the attacker side. Does seem to be a little bit of BM here to just push all the way onto the other side, knowing that Astra's there, even with the bomb. It's just very risky. And Reyna almost seeing Astra, but they know where the Astra is now, and they are probably going to
Spike
be there.
planted.
And Reyna does know that the Astra's there, will get the quick headshot, and we do have a 7-0 round. See what the defenders' strategy will be with the guns. See if they're going to switch it up a bit. It seems like what they have been doing so far has not been ideal for them so far. So we're gonna see what they're really going to try and do and change it up. But really dominant performance from the attacker side. An aggressive peeking from the Jet gets a pick. And defenders playing a 4v5 situation, they should play this pick smart. But KO is going to aggress, having the spectacle and the flash. Is going to flash out. Is going to flash himself as well. They didn't clear the box though, will they? No. And they do. They get the trade out, but oh, it's another trade out coming out from the Omen, and it is a 2v3 situation. But Omen does have the bomb versus A site, and it seems like all of defenders were thinking about rotating, but they are going to back off and play it a little bit slower. They did finally get the picks that they wanted, so capitalize on these picks. Really try and get a safe push. Really get good map control and make sure that the attackers can't get on a site. So we're going to see a little bit of movement. They did hear the footsteps from the Astra. The Sova may catch one mid.
30
Doesn't seem
seconds
likely.
left.
Astra and Omen will peek, but Omen does get the kill, and it's a 2v2 situation. But they think that A side is open. They are probably going to aggress here. Only 20 seconds left. Just in case the blind coming out, they're going to clear hell, and then the bomb will go down behind Dice. Defenders don't hear the
10
bomb.
seconds left.
Now they're going to slowly move towards the A site, knowing that the bomb's planted and they couldn't hear it. It will be on the A site. Gonna see what they can do on this retake. They do have the Recon and the Sova ultimate and the Killjoy ultimate.
Scanning
Smart
ahead.
Killjoy ultimate to come out here. Omen in a little bit of a bad situation, but it does spot them out. The Recon
One
arrow.
enemy remaining.
Sova with the off will not be able to get it,
Last player standing.
but will be able to get one. And
Don't
Killjoy
interrupt my
finally
work.
able to clutch it out, get the first round. And there you have it, 1-7, and the defender defenders finally get around, and they will most likely pick up this up. Yes, they do. And defenders, now they're back into this one. They got that up. The economy's not looking too hot, but they still have a chance. The momentum can shift very quickly, especially with a Jet, with an operator.
Turret out.
And we are going to see attackers keeping with their very common 3-2 split push here. An arrow dropped by both sides.
There they are.
Spot out the Raze. It did spot out the Jet and the KO, pushing up a little bit aggressively. Astra doing a jump peek. Was spotted out by the Sova, but will choose to go for the trigger patience and not go for the shot. And we may see Killjoy and Raze meeting here. Does peek out quickly on the Ares, but doesn't force anything. Will re-peek. Unsure if that's the right play with the Ares. And he is getting chipped down here.
Flashbang.
But the attacker is now stuck onto the B site. All 5 main, they're going to try and hold this. Let's see if the Killjoy can do anything here. We'll get 1 kill.
Spike down B.
And the Sova ultimate's coming out. Able to get one. KO and Sova on their own, but it's a 1v2 situation. But KO does go down,
Spike
knows that there's
planted.
1 box with the Ares, but will not be able to get it. Apologies when it comes to the stream. I may try and decrease the quality for the next game. It may be the issue for the lag, so for that, I would like to apologize to the viewers on Discord, but we will see Reyna aggressing here a little bit. And a pick on from both attacker side onto the B and mid side, and they are going to aggress here, probably onto the B side. Will Killjoy be able to hold? The hunt begins. He does hold the Ares. A lot of people seem to be abusing the Ares meta, and Killjoy knows that there's a Raze on the stairs. Will be able to get one, but will be instantly traded out. Obviously, the strength in numbers are showing, and the defenders only on pistols and a Bucky. They do pick up a Vandal here. What are they going to try and do here with this Raze?
Spike planted.
So difficult for
Last
them.
player
And
standing.
Edge is going to pick on the Bucky. Will be able to get one. Picks up the Vandal. Will be able to get another. Oh, the Reyna came out with the knife, and the blinds come out. Will be able to get another. It's a 1v2 situation. Will Blue Supremacy be able to do this?
Taking that back.
Do it for Blue. He's able to get a 3rd one. Will he able to get the 4th one? Killjoy right behind as well. Will get the drone down and gets the ultimate off. Does he have time though to use this ultimate? He does still choose to use it regardless. Boathouse is now empty. But oh, he gets the flick, but will not be able to get it, and the Killjoy clutches it out. Really nice try. Really smart decision to try and go for that ultimate to Boathouse, but Killjoy was not sitting in Boathouse. We do have a comment in the chat. The way he said "end Bucky" with so much disgust. Yes, I am not a huge fan of I'm not a huge fan of the shotguns, to be honest here. But really good setups here by the Astra. I really like how they're placing the 2 orbs like this to smoke out, and then if they do push through, they can provide the suck and just wallbang. Really, really strong strategy. We have seen a lot of pros using this. Really makes it difficult to execute onto a site, knowing that there's both of these orbs here. And they do hear a lot of gunfire here, but Raze will go aggressive on the ultimate. Spots at the Astra, but will not be able to get it with the trade in from the Omen, and it's a 3v4 situation. Oh, but they're getting picked down. It's a 1v2 situation. Killjoy,
You should
the last
run.
one alive on the defenders, and the Killjoy ultimate comes out, but it's not the best when it comes to range, and a reverse Killjoy ultimate may come out here, and she is going to use it. Not able to get the picks onto the Sova, but they will try and run out to safety from the Killjoy ultimate range. Smart by the Killjoy to just wait out the ultimate, see if it gets any detains, but it doesn't. Both players backed off all the way into main. Does seem like maybe she's choosing to save here. It's a 1-9 situation, but it doesn't seem like she's going to save anymore. And aggresses, but there is a Killjoy turret there. And we'll just choose to save the Vandal going into the next round. Really smart decision. It doesn't seem like the defenders' econ is at their best point right now, so really just give it up, go for the next round. That's fine.
Last round in the half.
We are going to be in the last round of the half here. Really strong performance of the attackers. Trading out kills, using their utility really well to get onto sites.
Turret out.
Defenders, they just
Placing alarm bot.
they need to change something
Placing
up here.
swarm grenade.
Gonna see what the loadouts are on both teams. Everyone maximizing the abilities. We do see 5 operators coming on the attacker side. Unsure if this is a little bit troll move, but there is a P coming on mid. An instant guardian kill. Really good headshot probably coming in. And Mayo is going to get spotted out by so many. But Jet gets another kill here. And they know that there's so many people here. They're going to be here. But the Omen obviously will get the biggest advantage. And attackers quickly switching it up.
Spike down mid.
It's a 2v2 situation. What happened to the leads that the defenders had? A little bit too aggressive. And they are going to just quietly play the mid side. I'm gonna switch from the op to the mid. Very interesting buy to just go for so many ops there.
I got the spike.
And the spike is picked up. Jet not knowing if they're main, but there is an Omen mid. Are they going to meet? The Omen gets the op shot. Oh, but it's a wobbing and the Jet will stay alive. It's a little bit of a risky situation. Going to
30
blind.
seconds
The
left.
Jet trying to dash out.
One
Not
enemy
able to
remaining.
dash out in time. Gets stuck by the wall. Only on a Spectre. The long range
Spike
is a little bit of a
planted.
disadvantage here for the Astra, but it is the last round. Why not force it out? There is a Guardian on the Omen and a Vandal.
Gun here.
Let's pick up the Vandal here. Unsure if the Omen's going to. And the Omen is
One
a little bit
enemy
far.
remaining.
He will get the 1 kill. The Omen is far, but he doesn't know where the ultimate is. And he's
I need
going
a
to
blocking
smoke off
vision.
mid. And Omen is trying to sneak around. It's a little bit far though, and I think Astra just might get the defuse. They're going to get it and the half. The defender's able to take a second one. Oh wow, unsure.
Switching
really,
sides.
really good play from the Astra to just smoke off the bomb and immediately go for the defuse. Probably not knowing the Omen was super far, but since the Omen was super far, just sticking
Should I
it,
play
not
some
hearing any
stars in this
gunshots going on,
reality?
just going for it. And with that, we will show the scoreboard and the loadouts here going into pistol. Really good performance from Andy Rue here. 22 kills already into 12 rounds. Really, really strong performance. And defenders, now that they're on the attack, let's see what they can do. They are going to copy. Well, I don't know if it's copy, but because they don't know what they were doing, but a very similar strategy to go 3 onto the site with the bomb and have 2 onto the lurk. They are going to jump peek mid. Oh, and never mind, the defender is just going to push out. Really good aim coming in from both sides. They are going to aggress. Astra peeking up onto the Omen, but will go down here. Such good map control in by the defenders. This will look really, really tough for the attackers. They see
Reyna
one, will be able
killed.
to get the kill here. Gets another one. They're making this so much easier for them. It's suddenly a 3v2 situation. The map control completely denied. And we will see Bomb and the Omen maybe medium. They're going to beat
player
each other.
standing.
But the kill goes over to the Killjoy. It's a 3v1 situation. The last one left. The
Bomb
Killjoy
target
onto the
destroyed.
defenders. And oh, really. They know where she is. They're going to peek out. They are going to peek out on it, and the turret will get the kill. That annoying turret. The Killjoy turret will get the kill, and that will be a round going over to the attackers. You know, people have seemed to say that Ascent is very CT-sided, much easier for the defenders to play around because of mid control being, you know, very hard to play around, especially with the 2 doors that the defenders can close. But really strong performance on the attack side from both teams here. And we are going to see 5 men going on towards the A side here. Aggressive load is coming from the attackers. They really do need to take this round, being 7 behind. The Sova will go for the arrow here, but the lineup will not spot anyone because no one's on site, but the suck does come out. A little bit of a dangerous situation. Really fast rotates coming in from the defenders, but they are just going to spray down this wall, and the Killjoy will go down on the defender side. Sova just going to throw down the shock. There's so much damage, but the door will be closed, and the Ares is just too strong right now. Oh, the running gun Ares is just too strong.
Last player
Onto save
standing.
buys. Will the Omen get No, they will not. And the Spectre Ares, aggressive push by the attackers. A flawless round coming in by the attackers. Absolutely, wow. An incredible 5-man push to just throw in all their util. They know they have the gun advantages. They know the defenders aren't most likely going to force for guns this round, so they just make optimal plays based on that to just 5-man aggress, and honestly really nice plays to just spam that heaven box, make sure that there's no one there to get a quick pick onto the Killjoy. We will see what the teams will be doing.
Revealing
The arrow
area.
barely out of range to spot anyone out here.
Find
They
them.
do know that there is one here, and they are going to spray with the Odin, but no damage seems to be the defenders playing aggressively towards the B side. A side is quite open here. Let's see what there may be a meetup in mid here across this Astra smoke. KO is having the knife ready. If they peek here while he doesn't have his gun up, he's gonna peek up on Piles and one will go down, but they don't know that the Killjoy's also here. The blind does come out, the Ares spam, but will not be able to get the kill. 4v3 situation, but the KO is incredibly low. One classic pistol may be able to do it, but Reyna's not going to force it. And they immediately on the Phantom, and Ares is able to get a quick kill. The blind's also coming out. Really strong blind coming in from that Omen. And the defenders able to take back the momentum, taking their 11th round, just 2 away from winning. That was really good patience in throwing that util out, making sure, and the Killjoy just cannot see anything that happens. And we will see 4 aggressing towards the A side here. Omen might meet a lot here while peeking out, but Reyna is here to aid. Shadows the suck does come out. He's going to teleport out, and he gets out safely. Maybe if the attackers chose to play a little bit more aggressive there, they might have been able to get something more of value. Maybe get the pick off on the other. Oh, and the timing of the peek!
Down A.
Sova trying to throw out the dart, but he's just able to get the headshot kill. Such an unfortunate peak timing, and unsure if we're going to see it. There is a lurk coming in from the Ash all the way onto the B site. There is a drone coming from the Sova. They're going to hold this down. Through the smoke, they're just spamming. Will anyone go down to this? No, they won't. Oh, but right up to the right of it, he gets the kill. And there's a spray coming in from the Sova, but there is a jet behind him. But he still gets the kill. Will he get another? He's switching to the pistol. He will not let it trade immediately coming in from the Everyone's going down. KO is incredibly low, but the lurk from the Astra, they don't know that she's here. And they do hear Tree. The Reyna running up to heaven should hear them. Molly coming out to slow down the push as much as possible. Reyna holding the option from a wrong angle, and just
Last
such
player
unfortunate
standing.
time. But on the Spectre, able to trade on that. It's a 1v1 situation. He's going to spray it down, but he's not taking damage. Is he just going to stick it? The clutch through, just holding it on. He does get the clutch, just holding it on. And that will go once again to the defenders. Also, the attackers are able to
Match
get out
point.
all 5. Oh my. The wallbang shots he tried, but none of them were landing onto the bomb.
I should play
and
some Astral Stars in this reality.
That's just a really unfortunate round for the attackers there. They were just so close on that. Really good playing.
Need a drop.
The defenders completely weren't expecting it, but still. But defenders playing really fight onto the A side. Only Omen here. But they do drop cover going out. Unsure what the attackers will go for. They do have a full buy loadout on this match point.
Powerless.
You are divided.
So much map control coming from the attackers. But the defenders so much map control, but the attackers are just able to get onto site. The door will close, but will be immediately broken. The KO is down from the ultimate, and the Soma will spot one out, but oh, that is not the place you want to be using your drone, and he will immediately go down.
Last player
And the
standing.
Reyna also goes down onto main. The flank did not succeed, but Sova
No
will
more
go down here
Sova.
to the Ares. 1v3 situation, a little bit looking tough for the defenders. Really smart, aggressive push by the attackers. And trying to pick up the Vandal here, finally gets it. Trying to run up to safety, I think, just trying to save. Econ not looking too hot for the defenders. Probably just gonna try and stay alive as much as possible. Is she in bomb range here? I feel like this is a little bit risky because it is planted towards Jen. She will walk outside. Yep, that was in bomb range. So really smart of it to run out. Will any of them meet before though? They will not, and we do have ourselves going on to once again another round. Switching it up, the attackers are playing more aggressive onto B side this time.
Here.
Let's see what the defenders' response will be here. They do have 2 towards the middle, and the loadouts here shown on the screen. We do have more of like a forced light bite coming in from the defenders. Reyna will aggress here with the Vandal. The Astrobes coming out. And so not spotting anyone out of the A side, all alone. The peek in from the Reyna, but will be
Spike
instantly
down,
traded
B.
out by the Sova. Really strong performance, really good trades, 4v4 situation. First bloods onto both teams. Yeah, we're going to see what this Odin can do, but will get stuck in vulnerable position and will take so much damage there. But the shot that's being out, that's a lot of damage. It's on the Bucky. The drone will go down and they're going to back off knowing that he's on the shotgun. They are just going to use the arrow, but it will not save. And the op comes out, and the attackers have a 2v4 advantage here. And they're just going to straight up run through mid all the way onto the A side, but
Last player
and
standing.
on the Stinger versus the op, obviously the Stinger had a huge advantage from that range, and Ray's all alone here on the Marshall. He will get flashed out,
Spike
and he does
planted.
spot one. Not able to get the flash coming in from the K once again. He turns on the flash, but the Marshall, obviously double peek from a rifle and an Ares, will go down. We got ourselves once again another round. Really strong switch up from the attacker side. To go super aggressive the past couple of rounds and then play it a little bit slower, waiting for the defenders to push up a bit and just wait for those picks to come out and to be able to aggress upon those picks and get these kills. So really strong performance coming in from the attacker side onto these final couple of rounds. Defenders playing pretty aggressive onto the B side, but attackers are very much onto A. If they do spot at the op mid top, they might know that there's a lot towards A, but attackers, if they just knew that no one was on A, they could just easily take this. We do have a very unpopular opinion in the chat here. Mac is best for gaming. shots coming out. They're taking a lot of damage here. Should be a little bit of a dangerous situation, but the doors are closed. Reyna playing incredibly safe in this situation, but the flashbang does come out. He doesn't clear the left, and Reyna will be able to get the kill. And that will be a gun go.
Last player
Which
standing.
will be the last person alive. Sova jump coming out. Immediately flicks to make sure that. Shock dart. So much damage. She's having. What will she try and do here? Peek, but will go down immediately to a quick vandal shot. Attackers really switching it up. Wow, they're really bringing it back here. Only getting 2 rounds the last half, but now all the way up to 5. And we are going to see what. And the defenders are going to play aggressively on the A side. The attackers are towards hovering towards B. Are they just in their heads? Do they just know where they're going every single time?
Revealing
Curious to
area.
see what the play out will be. That Sova arrow, a little bit unfortunate, not going to spot anyone out, a little bit too close. And Reyna on an aggressive hold here. I think she's on the operator. She is, and she might spot out this but we'll get the jump peek. Really hard to hit off that jump peek. Really smart by the Astra to spot out the Reyna on the operator and Cat. Jet also here on the operator in mid-top. Both teams playing very slow. Obviously, one pick could be the difference maker in this game, as it has been in many of these rounds. A 4v5 being usually a huge factor in determining who's going to take the advantage into the round. That arrow is scanning out the operator. Where did it land? And there will be a teleport from the and the op shot from the Reyna, but the Sova is going to try and op again. But both Sovas ulting here.
30 seconds left.
Only that pick from the Reyna. And they do spot her out on stairs with the operator. KO is in all the way over here, and I don't think the defenders know at all. This could be a huge lurk. The attackers being aggressive onto the B side. The Reyna spotting him out.
Spike down
Jet
B.
and KO the last
10
two
seconds
remaining,
left.
but they only have 9 seconds left. What will the KO try and do?
Last
Once
player
again, one
standing.
kill here. It's a 1v2 situation. We'll be able to get the clutch, but all the defenders have to do is live. And this is how the game is going to end, with a stall out
Defenders
on the
win.
bomb and the defenders hitting map 1 on ascent. Wow. Really good from both teams. Obviously attackers tried their hardest to come back on that one towards the end after a very tough first half, but ultimately that first half was too pivotal, and the attackers there from the first half, they're just going to sweep and clean it up. 7-13. As you can see on this scoreboard, very solid performances coming in from some of these players. Andy Rue on the Omen getting 5 first bloods, 26 kills, absolutely monster performance. We've really seen him play that really smart. A lot of good util usage, a lot of good peaks and timings. That was such a great performance. And I feel like if Team 2 should choose to pick map for the next map, I feel like we could see it shifting in the other direction, considering that this was the attackers map pick. And with that, I'm probably going to drop the resolution here to prevent any more harsh lag going into this game. Hopefully this is a lot smoother. Apologize for the stream last game. It was at very high resolution, so
are gonna start the next game at 55. So if like either of the teams want to decide what, or I think is it Team 1 choosing map?
I think so. I think it's Team 1 choosing map.
Okay, yeah. So Team 1 decide what map you guys would like, and then Team 2 can decide attack or defense.
Or can they pick like whether they want map first or defenders?
Oh yeah. Do you guys want map? Team 1?
Yeah, we prefer map pick.
Okay, which map?
Bind.
Bind? Oh, okay. And then team 2, attack or defense.
Defense?
Okay.
Then we will have both sides switching over what side they are currently on. I love Bind, best map. Bind is indeed also a very popular map. It does generally seem to be a consensus that people prefer maps that are more released early into the game generally, with the exception of Ascent being obviously a little bit later released than Bind, Split, and Haven, but being a really popular map. But honestly, great performance from both teams. We will be going on to map 2 on Bind. Will you guys interview the players? I feel like for Valorant we will interview the players after the best of 3 is over. Right, remove Backyardworks map. Caster, what is your favorite map? My favorite map? That's tough. But I'd have to say I'm fine with all the maps except for Breeze and Fracture. I feel like Breeze and Fracture are definitely not maps I would like to play on, but with the exception of those two, I do not mind the other maps. I request an Andy interview. Alright. And Simon. Yes, we will go for those interviews at the end of this best of 3. And we will be seeing who we will be interviewing, hopefully after all these results come out, but indeed we did see a very solid performance from both of these players. The Breeze map changes are nice. I agree. I really like the Breeze map changes. It makes me a little bit more, I'd have to agree with Chris in the chat here. Slightly more okay with Breeze. I think that is a good way to word it. I feel like it makes the map a little bit easier for the defenders to hold onto certain sites because there were just so many angles. It was just so hard to entry into, I think it was the A site, and as the B site was like so hard to hold on the defender side. But I feel like Riot really, knowing that that was the case, tried to switch it up a little bit. And with that,
Okay, and if the teams want to go back to your VCs to discuss anything before the game, you guys can do that. We'll be starting in like a minute.
I'll start at 9:55. Thoughts on bind changes. So there was a bind change where I think it's A side short. The boxes were removed. I personally like it. I think it makes bind the A side a little bit easier to entry from the attacker side. That one-way smoke was really oppressive, and the fact that if you're playing like Omen or Brimstone, to the fact that you could just stall out the entire time, just being able to drop down that smoke was really oppressive, really hard to play around. So I thought it was a good change. Of course, players have already identified their own one-ways on Viper, I believe. But that makes it more difficult for people to make good use of Omen and Brimstone on Bind, who I feel like are really good picks, and strengthens Viper a little bit onto the map, because I feel like Viper was not the greatest. Yeah, but that change from such a tall double box onto a platformable shorter box was definitely the better move. I think it was a good rework, even though it was a minor one. But if we are to talk about, and speaking of the which, 9:55, so we will be starting here right now. And we will be going into the next game. On to Bind. So we will be seeing actually the new Bind changes here, with the platformable boxes onto a short. Ray is obviously a popular pick onto Bind. A lot of good satchel areas. We do see Sage, and we do see Viper coming out. Will we see the one-way smoke? That is another question though. And really want to see Viper onto this map. Sage is also very solid onto the map, being able to wall out a lot of key areas. And Ray is also a very popular pick. Drone gets really good control since the map has a lot of close corners. That utility can be really useful in making sure that people aren't sitting there with the judge just trying to kill your whole team. And we will see Sage, Viper, Raze coming in from the attackers, and Jet coming in from the defenders. Jet obviously always a solid pick to go on.
Select
very
your
common
agent.
on pro teams to just run a Jet main, because she is so strong, and Riot has been doing whatever they can to try and make her less viable, but nonetheless you see a Jet almost every game. And with that, we will be going into the next game here, on to Bind, the second map. We do see 3 duelists coming out from the defenders and only 1 of the attackers. Really interesting team comps from both sides. assist. And there we do see the box changes onto bind. Right on KCAP's screen there, those boxes have been lowered. It is the new bind. Before then, we'd have one of those boxes and another one stacked on top of it, so it was like a tall pillar. But now that it's removed onto a smaller box, making it easier for attackers to play multiple angles, so that defenders don't only have to hold the entry on right next to the box. The nade gonna come out. Going to do a lot of damage here. We will see so many players just playing right around this box. And a kill from the Reyna, but will be immediately traded out by the nade. Oh, and Blue Supremacy doing really good to just help his team get onto the site. Omen with the blind here. Oh, and he goes for the aggressive teleport, but that does not work out. And they just push through spam, and he will go down.
Last player standing.
And the ace
Spike
potentially
planted.
going in. Oh, but Jet doesn't let him get it. Ait Rasushi denying Blue Supremacy of the pistol ace. Let's see what he can do on this Jet. And he will get spotted out by the camp, and he will go down. Attackers get
Healing.
a quick round here. Really good from Blue Supremacy, getting instant 4K. Aggressing in first team. Ray is obviously an incredibly strong pick into this map. There you have it. And 4 assists going over to Trafilon because he was able to heal up the Rays, it seems. And the spike will be dropped. Went for the flex Zinja Clippy. Indeed he did. And Jet playing aggressive here on the classic pistol. Will get the dink, but not the kill. And Plus gets yet another one. On the frenzy, and you're able to get one, and will pick up the Spectre. There is one there. He knows. He heard the footsteps. He also knows that the Ares is just stronger right now. And so much damage coming just from the spam. Jumpings, and will get walled off. Sage playing incredibly slow behind here on the flank. Let's see what Chipman can do in this situation. He keeps getting jump peeked. That raise just Plus not letting him to be able to hit, but he just peeks onto side, and Trafila does go down. Sage on the ghost here. I think they do know that she's in hookah. She will jump out and will get instantly killed by the Ares. And one more kill going over to Manoy for the 4K once again. Wow, 4K's all around for this team. Absolutely incredible. And going to see what the buyouts will be for both teams. Obviously, attackers have so much more money, winning 2 rounds in a row. Defenders did kind of force the last round, so they will be a little bit lower on the econ that they normally would be. Not able to go onto a full buy round, but nonetheless, they are going to just keep with a light buy round. And another smart jump peek by Blue Supremacy. Those jump peeks are really helping spot out people and not take damage. And the attackers are just going to push so many people here. And they're going to aggress just as a 5-man. Guy's in a little bit too fast, but Raze is already in U-Haul and they don't have control of this. On the judge.
Spike down
The
A.
defenders are holding on tight, only 2 people left. Onto the attackers.
Last player standing.
And the Viper will go down with the judge sitting in U-Haul here. I think they know that he's U-Haul. Only 2 HP, he will go down to the nade. And the 3K for KCAP. It's the battle of the raises. Both with really strong performances. 3 kills, 2 assists on KCAP, and 5 kills, 2 assists on Blue Supremacy. Could potentially be shifted here back onto the defender side, and they do have an operator. The attacker's going to aggress here onto. I'm holding with the op here. We'll get jump peek though.
Here.
He's coming down. Yet. Team members here, just right around the corner. Will Jet be able to get one? The dog coming in. They are taking the orb. He does see him, but he's going to play it safe. He's going to dash out safely and just get the leg kill, and he's only going to finish it off. Even with that, the attackers still choose to aggress onto the site as 4. And they don't clear this corner. And Sage is going to get one.
Spike down,
Only
B.
2 players left on the attacker side, but it is a 2v2 situation.
Cage triggered.
Cypher is incredibly low here. The utility. Except with the really strong
One enemy remaining.
and we'll be able to
Out
get
of
the timing
5.
peak. Okay, Kev, the last one here remaining. Spots at the
One
Viper.
enemy
We'll
remaining.
get one. Will he be able to get the
Satchel
other?
out.
He knows that she's towards elbow. Is going to stick the bomb and going to get the body shot kill and
Like you
will
could stop me.
get the clutch. Okay, Kev winning 2 rounds for his team here. Really strong performance.
Clutch.
Really good attempt by the attacker side. It looked like a bad situation for them. Obviously the Raze getting picked off by the Jet after using ultimate, but they tried their hardest, turned it around, made it into a 2v2 situation, but KCAP just really good peaks, really good shots onto that Viper, and knowing that the final member was an elbow, plays it smart, chooses to tap the bomb and walk. And the attacker's playing a little bit spread out here. We may see 2 members of the Raze. We do see Reyna playing very aggressive here, but there's so many team members right around the corner. We'll be able to get one.
They will go.
Will ultimate. And a deep ultimate in by Diamond as well on his team. Oh, but he will go down trying to cross the Cypher trip. Oh, and a Sheriff Deagle headshot coming in from Blue Supremacy. But KCAP trying to make sure that the attackers just don't get an easy take on the site. But it is a 3v3 situation and the attackers do have control of A here. They are going to force off the plant. The Omen going to get the flank kill. And a really good timing to just leave the bomb right at that situation. But he knows that she's cubby. Saw the utility coming out and the Omen does blind it.
One
knowing that
enemy
she's also
remaining.
there. Last one being left and both go down the flank from Chipman. Able to get everyone down. Really strong flank from Chipman. No one was expecting it and he just kills everyone on the flank. And even if they were expecting it, he says, I'm faster than you, I can aim better, I'm gonna kill everyone. And that's exactly what he did. We do see the Jet peeking out. Oh, not able to get the shot. How did that shot not land? Maybe he was moving or maybe the peak timing wasn't entirely correct. There will be the smoke coming out. He will get dogged out front. He will just choose to back off. Will get healed up. Omen really deep here. Chipman might catch out the Sage here. Oh, but there is the smoke. So the attackers lost a lot of space. And Andy Rue getting the kill on the Reyna. And it does seem like the attackers will try and aggress a little bit. And they're going to meet here. Oh, but the Phantom, Chipman able to get it. And there's 3 members left on the attacker side. A 3v5 situation. Looking a little bit tough for them. Still, Spike is held. And there are 4 members towards the B side. If they could make a good timely teleport, maybe they could just go for the A side, try and contest the Raze on them. And they will. That's exactly what they will do.
30 seconds
KCAP,
left.
knowing that they took all the teleporters, will just be holding this from heaven. Will they be able to clear it in time? He's going to do the jumping with the satchel, and they know that he's heaven. And KCAP just choosing to play it safe, waiting for his teammates to come. And he knows that the triple, they're planning triple. He's spamming it, but a little bit too high.
Spike
But the
planted.
kill does go down. And Chipman is on the flank, but I don't know if the attackers know.
Hawk out!
Sky Flash coming out,
Standing.
and will get one, but will be instantly traded out. Cypher going to peek out aggressive, but only on the Spectre. Those long range peeks are not what you want to be doing, and a 1v4 situation. Really tough with just the Spectre, but defenders playing that really well, able to take that once again. Another. Once again, the loadouts will be coming up onto the screen. The attackers may have to go for a light buy here. It doesn't seem like everyone on the team can choose to take rifles. Defenders really strong econ and carrying on to the op. Really good performance by the defenders on a triple duelist comp, but able to hold on to 4 already.
Shadows traveling.
While defending. We do see the judge a little bit aggressive. And the dog will do the damage. Approximately 30 damage. The sky is close. He's going to peek onto, but he's not gonna see that the sky was close, and they do get the pick onto the jet with the up.
know
And
exactly
it's going to be the bait teleport. But the Cypher says he knows exactly where they are. KCAP will throw at the nade. They do know that one's teleporter. Looking up probably, but will not land the shot. KCAP making
enemy
aggressive
remaining.
push. The
Spike
last
down,
one remaining
B.
is the Sage. It's a little bit of a tough situation, a 1v3, and yep, KCAP just gets forward, going straight through that teleport. He was not scared of anything. There we go, on to the 8th round. But now the attackers, I think they can buy guns. Yep, we're going to see a lot of guns coming out, except for Blue Supremacy, who will offer the judge. But nonetheless, the judge's power cannot be denied, especially from close ranges. When used properly, I've seen that the judge can be a really strong gun. Just
Cover going
I've
out.
got your trail.
the Sky Ultimate will instantly come out. The cabbage is coming in, and the double satchel in from Blue Supremacy. The KCAP is in showers. I don't think they know, but the Raze and Sage Wall will come up. He does throw it right over, and they will take some damage, but the point
Spike
does
planted.
come out. A little bit of a tough situation for the defenders. Really great job by the attackers, but KCAP able to get a kill here. He's playing quite aggressive. But Blue Supremacy on the judge, able to get the kill. He doesn't peek behind. And U-Haul, they just barely miss each other. But KCAP will get the kill. What a flick on the side triple. And Ayarashi also able to get the kill. They have complete bomb control, and it's a 2v2 situation. Even with the nade, it's a little bit scary. But Cypher's able to get the kill.
Last
And the
player standing.
nade also comes at KCAP and Noah just on a 1v1 situation. The clutch coming out. The Raze ultimate is going to land, and that's going to be a clutch of KCAP of 4K. What was that? He played through showers, and no one just knew how to do anything against him. With that ultimate coming out, he is able to get the kill onto the Cypher, and will clutch out the round with the defuse. Really good aggress in by the attackers. Blue Supremacy, really good double satchel. As I say, the best flashes are Raze double satchels and jet dashing in. But even then, despite the complete side take, the retake from the defenders is a little bit too strong.
Go get him.
We'll see the attackers aggress. The defenders aggress and able to get the kill. Oh, right off the last bullet before the dash. But there is a pick from Blue Supremacy, but Chipman also here able to get the kill. but he's low, only at 30 HP. It's a 4v3 situation, but
Here.
being incredibly low. And that kill going over to the Cypher. That's huge. It makes it a 3v2 situation and 1 on the defenders being low. And Chipman will just teleport all the way into the defender CT. I feel like they're going to have to make an aggressive take here. KCAP is low. And he spotted one, but they just take the teleport back. And Chipman and Sky might meet here. They do hear the running. Oh, and the timing of the flash was quite unfortunate, and he's gonna go down, and that's bomb.
Down B.
That's such a huge pick by Chipman. The round is just going
30
away
seconds
there.
left.
It seems a little bit of a struggle for the attacker side. What are they gonna try and do here? Chipman is right around the corner. He has the blind, he does the blind, but doesn't blind the Cypher, but he will get the kill to the Cypher first, and will get the 4K. Absolutely incredible performance by Team 2 here. Team 1 really trying their hardest. They're losing a lot of these close rounds. Honestly, the scoreboard shouldn't even be as polarizing as it is right now, because both teams have been playing incredibly well. It's just these clutch situations.
Here.
Team 2 has been really good in these situations, keeping it calm and playing around
Cover going out.
where they should be, and getting really good timing.
Shadows
Blue Supremacy will get the instant kill on the Bucky though, and we'll just go into U-Haul with the double satchel. Jimmy knows he's there, and the nade is right here. He might take some damage from that, but he just takes it straight on. And the dog comes in and he goes aggressive, he gets 2! Oh, but Spike Chuckles immediately on the Deagle, will be able to trade it out. And we do have Jet and Reyna alive. Reyna able to get one. Oh. Onto the Viper. And it does seem a little bit tough. Jet did hear someone drop, and maybe clearing this angle out.
One enemy remaining.
And
Last
it's a
player
1v1
standing.
situation.
Blocking sight.
Jet having to play more aggressive. Will get flashed. 6 the bomb. Here's the footsteps. And we'll get the shot through the box. And does he also have the defuse? I think he does. Barely. 0.34 seconds. He will get it for his team. Thank you very much for that comment, Austin. Yes, I realize I have been whispering during high tension moments. Maybe it's because it makes me feel a little bit, maybe I feel a little bit nervous in these situations, almost as if I am playing in this tournament.
Feeling sight.
Immediate blinded coming in from the Reyna is going to know that there are people here hearing the shot. An immediate pickup from the Jet, but is low on 30 HP.
Kill my ally.
And the res immediately comes at. Really good res. No way the defenders are able to do anything on that one, and the Jet will get healed. The attackers are aggressing here. They know that there's one inside the teleporter, and they're going to peek off of it. Oh, but they
Spike
are
down,
not
B.
going to get the kill, but they do get the instant trade. They do know there's another one in that teleporter. Or they should know that there's another
I've
one.
got your trail.
And the Sky ultimate does come out here. Trying to figure out where these plays are. They know that there's a lot towards mid. Trapula trying to peek. But he has the gun disadvantage. And Sky is going to flash out here. There's a numbers advantage on the attacker.
Last player
In
standing.
a 1v3 situation. And the only one left is this Jet here, but what's
Party's
Blue
over.
Supremacy doing? He plays aggressive, and now that they know that he's on A, they're going to go onto the B side, unsure
30 seconds
exactly
left.
what happened there. But Jet just instantly gets that kill just by lurking on,
Spike
thinking
planted.
that they are going to take the teleporter. Luckily, it was not the bomb carry who went in first. And they are going to wall off Luka here. And they're going to know that Jet is here. Huge information to know. Really good wall in. And she will be on the knives, but the knives were just reset. If the attackers just peeked right then.
One enemy
She's
remaining.
going to get one. Will he be traded out? He does know that the last one's also garden. It's a 1v1 clutch situation, but Jet is only at 10 HP. A Wobbin could even kill him. Even a dog could kill him here. But I don't think Sky has the dog here. And she does not. Here's the defuse. Aggressive on the peak and finally gets it. A 4K going in for Spike Chuckles, and he finally gets that clutch for his team.
Last
8-3.
round before the switch.
And really good play in from Spike Chuckles there to play around, use that ultimate, get a ton of information, and get really smart, strong peeks right outside of hookah. And let's check the buyouts here. And the defenders still having a lot of money. Attackers still struggling on the econ though. They do have a judge and a light shields.
Time to hunt.
They are going to dog into hookah. Probably did hear one and will spot one running out towards garden. And I think they're going to try and play a little bit aggressive towards B, knowing that no one should be in hookah at this moment. And the bot will go down. Andrew on the aggressive peak will get one. Will he be able to get the other? But he's being chased by the judge. He's going to run into the teleporter. He lives with just 10 HP. And there is a flank coming in. Will Cypher be able to spot at this flank? There is the tripwire. When the tripwire does get destroyed, she immediately checks back and will get the kill onto the Jet off. That's huge, and she's going to get the ult. Oh, but she doesn't know that there's two more players there. And the attacker's in a really tough situation now, 2v4. They're into this elbow. Not really sure if the defenders know that they're already into this elbow. Not sure if that flash is necessary. Oh, but the flash does come out, and they know that there's one at least into elbow already. And they're just going to have to try their best to see if they can peek out into the situation. The defenders are on the flank, and the spike does go down. And they know that the Sky is also in elbow. Such a tough situation, only 13 seconds left in a 1v4 situation, and we'll just get peeked out by that smoke. And going down a 3K over to Andy Rue.
Switching sides.
9-3 situation, and we do have a switch sides here, but we do always say there is the 9-3 curse, so I feel like this game we still don't know. And here we will be showing on the scoreboards and the loadouts
Here.
going into this pistol round for the second half. And we do see the now attackers, the then defenders, aggressing towards the A site. Sage is going to play on top of this wall. She did wall up, and they're going to know that the wall is up. And are they still going to aggress here? Yeah, they are. They're going for the knife. Blue Supremacy can time the nade. That could do a lot of damage. But they back off just in time. But K-Kev will be taking a lot of damage and gets a good peek.
Spike down
Will be
A.
able to get the initial frag up. But that nade does so much damage, only 22 HP. But Spike Chuckles does get the return kill. Do they know that there's one near U-Haul? And you're immediately trading at the kill. It's a 2v4 situation, but 3 players so low on the defender side, and their only healthy player also goes down.
Last player standing.
Oh, but the Jet is not able to get any of them. It's a 1v3 situation, but they're all so incredibly low. Body shots. Well, Andy Rue is sitting on 150 total health. This could be a little bit scary, as no guns on the field will be able to kill him instantly. Maybe they do wait for the overheal here. The util does come out. He's going to reload. 2 HP. And the nades also come out. That's so much damage. And good peak timing, but the nade will trade him out. A 4K coming in, and really good utility usage coming in from Blue Supremacy to make sure that Andy is not able to clutch at that run, even if he is to die to him.
This is a nice spot.
Yep, and as I said, with that pistol round going over to the now defenders,
Yes, this
we
should
could
go.
see something
That goes there.
switching up a little bit here.
We must shore up our dip. This goes here.
People do say 9-3 curse, and momentum can easily shift over. And the defenders do have a really good comp for defending. They have double sentinel along with Sky and a Viper to hold on to site. An instant pickoff going on to the A side here. We're going to see. They do blind in and they do hear someone drop, but immediately killed. They are going to switch over. Trafula, and they can just jump over that wall now. With that new bind change, that's huge. And they just get into Yuha instantly and bring him down.
Spike planted.
They play really close with the Spectres. The Reyna ultimate does come out. There is Cypher here with the Ares. It's a 1v3 situation. One is close. We'll be able to get the kill. Obviously, the Ares much stronger gun in those kinds of situations. Reyna gonna play aggressive here. We'll be able to get the reset on the Empress.
Last player standing.
And even though he's able to get the reset, he will go down because the defenders play that incredibly well on that retake. With the gun advantages, and they will be taking another round here, 9-5. And really curious to see what the buyouts will be now. Really strong performances from both Razes.
There.
Raze is obviously, in my opinion, one of the best agents to take onto this map. The util it provides in a lot of these close corner situations is incredible. Very hard to deny. And let's see if Sky chooses to aggress here. We'll go for the dog. And he'll probably get spotted out. But Raze was in the range of the dog's vision. We are going to see the attackers aggress a little bit here. Blue Supremacy taking the teleporter. And he's able to get one. Sky's able to get the other. Get another one. Oh, but he's not able to. He will
One
be traded
enemy
out.
remaining.
And the last one
Spike
remaining is
down,
KCAV.
B.
He does get the ultimate orb here. But a 1v4 situation is just so tough. And the nade and the spike is in Luka. And the Ares is doing so much chip damage to him through the wall. He also has to check out for the angles behind him. It's such a scary situation. The Ares is going to spam. And he will just take the teleporter. He chooses to save. And most likely will not be going for the spike here in this round. It's 30 seconds left in this round, and we're going to see how this round will play out, considering
30 seconds
that
left.
he will probably just be sitting in this teleporter for the remainder of the round, unless the defenders choose to aggress here, which I don't think they will. So let's just count it down, all the way down from 15 down to 0 now, as he's just going to be waiting this 2 for anyone
10
to teleport.
seconds left.
See if he can get the kills. Rashi, she says peek him, but the defenders are going to sit here, wait it out, and that's another run going to the defenders. The momentum has completely shifted here. Only 9-3, but it does seem like the 3-9 curse is real, because they're just coming back, 9-6. And here we do see a lot of the attackers shifting towards onto the A site. Trafula here, ready with the wall. Not sure if that wall is ideal anymore, considering that people can just jump over it. But I guess it makes the angles easier to hold because the elevation will be the same. Best spot at the sheriff. And they do hear the knife onto the wall as well, but no one's holding showers. And we do see the kill going over to Spike Chuckles. He does hear the blind. He's going to get one. He also spotted at the sage, but he will back off safely for now. And the flash comes out once again. He knows that there's one on the right side, knowing that flash will
One
catch
enemy
someone out.
remaining.
He's able to get another one.
Spike
And the last one
down,
remaining
B.
once again is Cake. We are going to see what he can do in this situation. They're just holding close. He knows that so many people took the teleporter and they're going to be peeking him. The Ares is just so strong through the walls. One could be crossing over to his right, but he's not able to. And he will get peeked out from the Viper all the way in his spawn. And wow, the defenders are just really coming back into this one. 90 curse is actually real. 4 rounds going straight onto the defenders. And we may be taken to a map 3 here potentially. The likeliness of a map 3 increasing. Very curious to see what random map will come out if we do go for map 3. And see who is more comfortable on it. But it does seem that map pick has been potentially, maybe it could be a factor into determining who wins each round. The defenders are probably thinking they only get 9 here. And the nade does come over, but he gets chipped down so much by the Ares.
Bomb buddy out.
Sage is holding here. They know that there's someone there still. He's going to rotate over onto a new angle. I feel like they're not going to be ready for this one, and they're not, and he's able to get one. It's a 1-to-1 trade, but there's so much damage done to the attacker side, especially on that Sage and Raze. They might try and just wait on the heals here potentially. But Sage is in a little bit of a tough spot. They're not able to get out from the angle, and the Sage able to just spot him out and get the kill. And the Sky once again on the omen as well. And the last one remaining is the Reyna. Will pick up the bomb. Will he just rotate
30
off?
seconds
No,
left.
he will not. He's just going to try and press him on this side. He will get one. He does go for the heal, but he does just jump through the teleporter. He does trust that no one is here. But there is the Cypher traps. And he sees it. But he will be picked out from both directions. This could be a little bit of a tough situation. Let's see what Andy Root can do in this situation. Can he clutch out this 1v3? Break the defender side's momentum. He's able to get one. Will he get the heal? He's only on 1 bullet though. Oh, but he's not able to. Will get peeked once again from long. Such a difficult situation for Andy Root. But tries his best. Gets a couple of picks. 90 curse actually is coming in. Seems to be really deciding factor so far. Wonder if both teams in their comms are talking about how this 9-3 curse is real. 5 rounds instantly going over to the defender side here right after it. And defenders really approaching into a map 3 here. We will see this round coming in. Spike Chuckle's going to peek out. Is he able to get one? He is able to get one, but will be instantly traded out by K-Cap. That first blood meaning nothing, but Blue Supremacy throwing in so much utility here. Will he be able to get the kill? He does get the kill to K-Cap. The Raze kills coming in. It's a 4v3 situation. The defenders once again in a better situation here. And will he play around the teleporter? Here he's gonna peek out, does spot one out, but will also take some damage. Chipman sitting here, Blue Supremacy, but he will get the kill and comes back to a 3v2 situation. That's really good for the attackers. Let's see if the defenders can hold here. Oh, but Trafila will go down to Chipman.
You will not kill my
And the res
ally.
comes out.
Put down.
The attackers do have a very solid chance here. There's one all the way into spawn already. Reyna's already in spawn. Does Cypher know this though?
Cage triggered.
I think she does, and she's gonna go down. And the last member remaining on the Viper. And finally, the attackers switching it up a bit and getting some momentum here. But
30 seconds
can't
left.
peek out onto the bomb and good timing. We'll be able to get one. Will not be traded out. But the nade drops. That's so much damage, and she probably will go down to this nade. Really good nade in from KKev and an incredible res to bring him back. to be able to get that final clutch play as we show the scoreboard here once again in this 10-8 situation. As a caster myself, I do not be expecting so many close games in this whole league and Valorant tournament altogether. Really close games all around. Everyone is really showing off what they can do.
Come on, let's go. Get out of my way.
We do see Jet with the knives coming in. Sky does spot them out and has the flashes. Has all the utility to stop him as much as possible. Also scared of the push out long. Is most likely going to be Guy here. He's going to get blinded, but he will be able to get the kill even with the blind. And that's so huge. To be able to immediately transfer from that blind onto the Reyna. And he will get healed up here. Let's see what the attackers can do here. Ross is getting a pick here. And K-Kev getting the teleporter. But one is towards elbow. But Jet is already on site. What is going to happen here? They do take the bomb and just teleport over to the other side, but they know that there's only one teleported. Oh, but able to have better vision, and the Viper does get the peek here. It's a 3v2 situation. Advantages for the defenders.
Spike planted.
But they do already get the bomb down all the way on A. And the wall is already down. Even with the numbers advantage, time is going to be a huge factor here. Defenders need to speed things up a little bit. And the Sky ultimate does come out. They are going to know the positions of these final two players. And they know that there's one right outside. Spike Chuckle's able to get the peak timing. And will the Sage is able to get one. But not able to get the second. And Cypher will trade it out with that Sky ultimate landing. And the defenders once again bringing it back a 10-9.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
And the momentum going back to the defenders. They said, that's only one round for you guys in this half. We're going to take this momentum right back just for ourselves. And here we do have the attackers aggressing towards the A site here. Very curious to see what they are going to try to do in this situation. And the defenders have 3 towards A. This could be quite the slugfest here. And Travila been placing the same walls down every single round. It's been slowing down the pushes but not able to stop it completely as people are now able to just lead over the wall. The blind coming in, a really good entry in from the attacker side, but one will go down, but there is an instant trade coming out by the Omen ultimate. Oh, and KK just able to enter onto U-Haul and they were not ready for it. 2 going down.
Standing.
And Cypher also going down to the Reyna. Spike Chuckle's the last one remaining. The attacker said, now we're going to take this right back into our hands. This is our map to take. No map 3. And they are going to take this 11-9. Only 2 rounds left for the attackers to win it. (9-3) curse really showing it off, but the attackers are saying 9-3 curse doesn't affect us. We got this in the bag. As they take back once again another round. Both teams trading rounds, but if that is the case, the attackers in the advantage, having a 2-round lead.
Time to hunt.
And we will see Sky here. The footsteps will go for the jump blind, and the damage does land. And the dash in from the Jet, but will go down instantly by Spike Chuckles. The Sage is close, but will not be able to get the kill. And we do see a 3v3 situation from both sides, but on the Spectre, it's a little bit difficult. It's a 2v2 situation, but the Sky is low. And we do see Sage will choose to just opt for the teleporter, but they know that there's only one teleporting, so they're scared about one lurking potentially towards the B side. But KKev will also take the teleport. Hearing that second teleport, they should just instantly be rotating back towards the A site, and that is exactly what they do.
Spike planted.
Bomb will be playing the triple boxes, and they are playing towards showers, but Sage is going a little bit aggressive here with the wall. He's going to wall of heaven, but will be instantly going down. And they know that the last player showers. It's a 2v1 situation. Will KCAP be able to clutch that? He does throw out the nades. And he might just try and spam. He is going to try and spam. But he doesn't get anybody. He will get to get the kill, but the trade out for Spike Chuckles instantly and will go onto the bomb.
Don't even start that shit here, mate.
And wow, both teams really just trading rounds 1 for 1 these last couple of rounds. And let's see if the defenders can really try and take this next one to make it a tie game. Or will the attackers try and run away with this one, get another 2-round lead. And Trafila going for switching it up a bit here, probably going for the wall right outside hookah. And an aggressive push by the Rays will do incredible damage to the Reyna, but playing a little bit too aggressive here. I think with the attackers just playing very spread out. Interesting bot here. Oh, and he's gonna get timings! And what can you do in this situation? The cam will spot out one towards Garden. Not sure if Raze and Sage will choose to aggress here. It does seem like they do. They do have the Raze ultimate. The Raze ultimate will not land, but unable to track. As it's incredibly difficult to track someone in air. And a flawless round going for the attackers. They are trying to run away with this one. And
Match point.
it does seem like map 3 maybe not happening today. And we will see what the defenders try to do. They do have a struggling econ. It does look a little bit difficult for them in this situation. They really needed that last one, but to get flawless, not exactly what you want in this situation. They are going to wall up. Will instantly go down. And we'll just back off, but has to beware of the jet peek here. But luckily, the orb is there, the one way on to showers. And the smoke's coming in from Omen, but there is potential to just take the B site. Okay, Kevin Cypher, the only ones here currently. But there is a peek and an entry in from the jet to get a kill onto A on the lurk kill. And the Cypher will also go down. It's a 5v3 situation, looking so tough for the defenders, but they will be able to trade one.
Planted.
It's a 4v3 situation. They do have a bit of ultimates to play around. They do have Sky ultimate, but the attackers do have Sage ultimate, but not a good position to be going for a res here. I'm gonna try and get some guns here. But they are going to get flanked by this jet. And that is going to end the game here. Game 2 going down 13-10. That jet flank finishing off the last 2 members. And that is the game here. A 2-0. But the second map especially being incredibly close. And the first map, they were trying their hardest to come back. And just really great performances coming in from both teams here. But with that, we will have Team 2 moving on to the finals, and Team 1, we will still see you again on Saturday with our 3rd place match. GG's to both teams indeed. Both played incredibly well. 9-3 Curse, wow. We really thought 9-3 Curse could have been coming back into that game. But they said we don't get affected by 9-3 Curse, and they just decided that they would end the game right here and right then. And with that, we do have the players one by one joining back into our spectators call. And we will be, with the end of this best of 3, we will be asking some questions off to some of the players here today. So first off, I'd like to ask a question to Andy Roo over here with the stellar performance into Game 1. Hello, Andy Roo.
Oh, hello.
So, really strong performance onto the Omen. Honestly, how did your team agree on your Ascent map pick, and do you feel like the map was a huge factor into your really strong performance into the
Yeah.
first game?
Yeah, definitely. Ascent is one of those maps where I feel like if you really like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I happen to be someone who really likes it, so I'm very comfortable, very relaxed, know my angles, I can come with my team, very confident, and I think that definitely played a role in why I did so well today.
Alright, thank you for your response. Yes, you indeed it seemed like Ascent was your hometown in that first game, so really good performance.
Yeah, thank you.
And then, on the reverse side for the other team, Blue Supremacy, if you can unmute as I want to ask a question, that would be very grateful. So, we saw a lot of fun, interesting double satches onto the vine, second game. Was that something you play a lot, you practice a lot? Really, what was your mindset going into this race pick, and how you really use those double satches especially the attacking side, to help your team get good entries onto sites?
So Raze is like a known meta for Bind, so that's why I played it, but most of the time I play like Jet on Bind, but this time I just want to try Raze. And her satchels, I'm sure you noticed, like, I kind of choked on some satchels. But yeah.
No, but even with those checks, a lot of them were really good at, I feel like, taking a lot of vision and attention from the enemy team, and it helped your team get
like,
into
there was
sight.
one round where I was stuck in U-Haul and like I got killed by that nade. I wasn't sure if they knew I was in there or not.
But a tough situation. You were low on HP, and only having a judge, obviously,
Yeah.
it is hard to move. But thank you for your response. Very, very good performance coming in from you as well. And on the reverse, let's ask our other Raze player, KKev, onto the bind pick.
Yeah.
Really strong performance coming from you as well. How did you feel about this Raze mirror matchup? Because you guys really peaked each other a lot, and you just threw a lot of utility into the teleporters, and using the teleporters really well to your best advantages. Just how did you feel about that matchup, and how did you feel on the Raze on this map?
Oh yeah, I love playing Raze on this map. I think for the same reason he did, because like there's so many tight corners. You can throw stuff into the TP, and it usually kills. We didn't kill anyone this game though, so.
Alright, thank you
But
for your
yeah,
response.
overall very fun.
Yeah, it looked like you're having fun. A lot of flying around and a lot of nades being thrown. A lot of damage, a lot of kills. And a final question over onto the same team, Chipman, actually.
Oh yeah.
We saw a performance on the Omen. A lot of teleporting. Also, I'd like to ask you specifically about your flash teleport into one of the earlier rounds through the Viper wall right into 4 enemy members.
I expected to catch them during a push. I didn't expect them to stall.
Yep.
So yeah, the story just kind of plays out from there.
Yep. Thank you for your response. But even then, like, you had a lot of really great flanks and teleports. A lot of aggression through that A site. So really good stellar performance coming from you. And thank you so much for the interview. And with that, we are going to close off the game today, but obviously both teams will be playing on Saturday as well, so feel free to tune in. And we do have another game coming in tomorrow at the exact same time, 9 p.m. So yep, please tune in for that one as well, and I hope everyone had a good time with this viewing experience. Really strong performance from both teams, honestly. We thought 9-3 curse was going to happen into that last match, and just so much strong early game coming in from one team and so much comeback potential coming in from the other team. Really good performances, and thank you to everyone for playing today and coming in to visit and watch. And with that, we will be ending today's stream and tournament, but come in for day 2 and 3 as well.